Howdy everybody and welcome back to the channel. So if you're like me and you have between a 2007 and 2013 GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado, you probably started fixing stuff. I fix things on my truck all the time. I've got a couple of videos already. One of my more popular videos is how to change out one of the front headlights. These are not very well built trucks. The engine lasts pretty well. The transmission, I can tell, I'm right at 100,000 miles. Not going great, I would say. Might last me a while longer though. But all the little stuff, the switch gear and the things that I touch, they're starting to go. So that's what this video is about. So I've got 3 out of my 4 windows that I can't fully control because my switches aren't working. When it was just one, I thought I could do it okay. You know, I could manage when it was just my passenger side that I couldn't roll up. No. I could roll it up, but I couldn't roll it down. There it is. Every window now, except for my driver's side, has got something wrong with it. So I got to looking into how much it would be, and my local dealership wanted to charge me about $450 to replace the switches. Local mechanics, they were going to be about $350 to $400. And even just if I bought the part myself, a regular General Motors OEM part was $154, was the cheapest I could find it. So I went on Amazon, as we all do. I have no idea if this is going to last for a long time. Seems pretty solid, but I'm going to show you how to fix your switch gear for your window controls on your driver's side for under $20. Okay, so this is what everything's all about in today's video, this right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna change out the 4 main switch cluster. You can change out the locks, but we're not going to. You can change out the side mirror control, but we're not gonna do that either. Luckily, they've got it to where you can change out subcomponents, and we're just gonna change out the light switches today. All we're gonna need is, I'm just using this, it's a plastic grout tool. I didn't feel like going and getting like the hard plastic tools that you pop off the plastic paneling with. I found you can use one of these pretty well, and then you will need the ever important 10mm socket. You are going to need an extension. So let's get this off and then we'll work on replacing the switches. So this is what we're going to have to work with first. First, you have to get this door handle out of the way. To get this out of the way, you'll notice there's this trim piece on top. To get the trim piece off, you will use your little plastic tool. You can use a butter knife, but you're going to have to be a little more careful. But down here, you have this little gap opening. Okay, I've got a picture of it here for you. Basically, you just take the rounded end here, put it in the plastic opening and push, and it will pop this bottom section off for you. Okay, and then be careful coming up because there's 2 more connection points, and then that comes off. All right, after that, get your ratchet with the 10mm socket and extension on. You have 2 bolts. Okay, you have one down below, one up top. This is what they look like. And then you just remove them. Well, if we get our ratchet going the right way. Okay. Sorry everybody, the Texas summer's getting to me. I'm just sweaty as all get out and I'm having trouble getting these undone. There we go. Okay, so once we've got that off, you have clear access to this little modular panel here. Okay, that's where all your switches are. Again, take your little tool, pop it up in the front and in the back. Be careful here because you do have these connective wires here. Okay, so these are the ones we're going to pop off because The replacement part that I've got replaces everything associated with the windows, the window lock and all 4 of the window switches, okay? So let's get those popped off, and then once we get them popped off, I'll show you the replacement part that we've got. So just full disclosure, everybody, I will tell you, getting this out of here takes about 5 different hands, because you have to pop this up and push to get it reset. And then you got to do it on both sides at the same time. So I will tell you, this is going to take you a little while. I'm going to pause the video until I get it out of here. I don't want to run up y'all's time, but be aware that these 4 little connectors in there, you just need a bunch of hands and you need a bunch of contact points and pressure. It's totally going to come out of there, but it's just going to take you a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I've got it out. You just kind of got to maintain constant pressure. I did top, and then bottom. I guess you could do one side and then the other, but I had really a lot better success going the top and then the bottom. So here's the old switch. It was made in Mexico. That's it. That's what it looks like. So let me show you the new one. The new one I got on Amazon. Here's my Amazon link for it is down in the description. I would recommend you go down there and take a look at it if you're looking for one. This is the new one. Old, new. Okay, you can see they're the exact same design. They got the exact same, really it feels like the exact same tactile pressure. This one the new one might be a little bit looser. Just a little bit looser. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It just feels different. We'll see, okay? So all you do, put it back in the same direction that it came out, push it in there. You can tell I've already got my battery. Still got my battery hooked up because my buttons are working there. And then we just hook everything back up in the same order that we unplugged it. Okay. All right, so before we put everything back together, I'm gonna go get my keys, see if my windows work. Okay, so let's give it a try. I've got my keys. Sorry about the dinging. Apparently in the US, we need dinging when doors are open to remind us that the doors are open. So I've got everything back in. You can tell it's working. I don't know if y'all can see it, but the light's on. There you go. Get this one down. Yep. So everything's working. Let's go back through the reverse, put everything back together. We'll be done. All right, so there you go, everybody. All in all, it took me less than 10 minutes. The only thing that took me any amount of time was getting the old switchgear out. That took me maybe 3 to 5 minutes or so. So all in all, I'm in at $16.24 with tax, and it took me about 10 minutes. So there you go. I think that's an investment in time anybody can do if you're having the problems with this truck that I was having. So there you go. Switch gears replaced. All 4 windows work. We're good to go. Hope this helped. We'll see you on the next video.